snake.
So much. I saw them on that Beyond Wednesdays show, which always pisses me off, by the way. I listen to that, and I know there's like an owner in there, and I don't know. He's just the suck up for the establishment. Is he? I don't know. It's just some bullshit. Everything's bullshit. You know what I mean? Look, I'm a person that has a shit ton of comic books, and some of them are valuable, or I spec on them, and I don't want to go through eBay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to sell live on Whatnot. Almost nobody has the charisma necessary to be on these things, me included. But you know,
you're a pussy.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation. The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Real fucking high on drugs.
I'm glad that everybody can join us for another Modern Comic Mayhem. It is Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, and that session was excellent, excellent. And we're starting off the night in a good place, in a very high place. Joe, John, how you guys doing? Welcome to the show.
Very good, Brian. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
It's always a pleasure.
Hood is backstage trying to throw up rhymes and shit and freestyle, and
those days are long gone. They're long past me. I miss my window.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. Did you guys get any Battle Beast variants? Hood's like, dude, Battle Beast again? Like Battle Beast again, Hood.
Fucking sick of that shit, dude.
2 straight weeks of Battle Beast.
I got those the red packs, the basic ones.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch, and I'm just gonna throw some out at I'm doing a comic show tomorrow, so I'll put a few out at just a couple dollars over retail.
I saw a bunch of pulls over the week of both packs. I seen there's people that are starting to draw on the blanks, which is cool. But man, everywhere you look, it's Battle Beast packs of some sort. I don't think you can go on your.
You know, when I ordered them, I didn't know it was just going to be one book.
Yeah, neither did I until I watched them open it for a while.
I was like, one book,
and then
seems
remember
like a lot of trouble, for one book, bro.
And Joe, when they first started bidding on those, when they first dropped, they were getting almost, I don't know, $45 to $60 a pack. And I was just like, you're getting one book. Are you serious?
Yeah.
But
well, I'll tell you what, they will be able to be sold until they completely sell out. Until everyone is open, you'll be able to sell these evergreen and make money off of them. If you're a retailer and you bought this at $2 a pop, you'll always be able to sell this for $5 or more.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because of the 1 in 1,000 and
just the excitement, right? Of there being something different in there. When you see those old school Harley little black book blind bags, do you pick them up no matter what?
I do, because there's still books that haven't been found yet.
Yeah.
And they're dirt cheap now, so I get those, and I get the Walking Dead ones. I don't know if you remember the Walking Dead had the black bags.
Oh yeah.
And they had
Campbell's.
incentive ratio. Yeah, they had ratios of all the different relevant key books in the run. So
Yeah, this is part of the game now, and let's just hope that it continues to be as good as you know. And what I mean by that is these blind bag packs and these different iterations. Let's hope that they continue to be as good as what was put out over the last couple of weeks, both in the retail mode, which is the blind beast bags or the Battle Beast blind bags, and of course in the hobby mode, which are the eBay Live clutch packs, which have been selling on eBay Live. There's probably somebody selling on there right now, I imagine, and we haven't heard, I've only heard of a couple things being pulled. So I don't know. I don't know if number 1 has been pulled yet. I don't know if any of the number 19s have been pulled yet. So,
well, wouldn't there be some kind of a post or something? Like, wouldn't, like, if Clutch knew about it, wouldn't he say, "Hey, number one's been
100%.
found"? Yeah,
100%.
I think it would have been reported by now. So the big books are still out there, I think.
I did get a couple people send me messages about people pulling stuff, which is pretty cool. Let me see here if I can find this stuff. But I know Rage Theo, I think, might have pulled something. I've been playing phone tag with him all day to find out what he pulled. But yeah, there was a couple. Here we go. Check this out. So this was pulled. A Jamie Sullivan. I think a Jamie Sullivan was pulled. Sketch cover.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I got more that people sent me. If you guys ever see these, definitely send them to me. The Maria Wolf was pulled by Drew from Wanted Comics.
Oh wow, he did a unbagging.
Yep.
I thought he wasn't going to go on for like till next week.
This one was pulled. Looks like Rage Theo pulled this one. So
that's a crazy book.
I'm hoping that like cover price will put if they've been pulled or not. This one's still out there because that'll be a game changer. If they do that, it'll change everything, right? I think it'll work so well, and people will go, well, why can't Topps do that, or why can't
Well, it validates it.
Yeah.
Like instead of this, like just hearsay, like it's validated and it's archived up there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's people out there that make lists of like the stuff that's still unopened or the stuff that's still never been seen on the secondary market. So you don't know if it's been pulled, or you don't know if it's,
Well, I'll tell you what, if that Invincible number 1 is not pulled and there's still people with 10, 20 unopened, that's going to be a pretty intense show.
Yeah,
because you got to think, like, how many? There was 1,000. So if that's not pulled and there's only like 100 left, that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, bro. If that number 1 doesn't get pulled, if the number 19s don't get pulled, if there's still some huge sketches out there, I think the best sketch, in my opinion, has been pulled. The Maria Wolf was my favorite sketch of them all, and then that wraparound was really sick too. But yeah,
we'll see.
It's interesting, man. And did you see the Panosian variant that's coming out? This is a foil.
Wow.
Limited to 1,700.
Yeah, Panosian's badass, dude.
Fucking amazing.
Right, he's getting better and better, man.
Yeah, he's He's top 3
Oof.
artists in the game right now, no doubt about it. No doubt about
Nice.
it. I wonder what that looks like, the foil. I want to know, in hand what that looks like. I wonder if anybody has sold any of the Pete Carroll Battle Beast. On eBay yet, you know what I mean? If they've put it up, because you could only get them in the eBay packs. I don't see any. It's probably too soon. There's one of the 1 in 2000s sold for a decent amount.
Look at that, dude. Fucking damn.
Yeah.
What is that? $799, dude? Go back up.
Oh yeah, for 100 of them. Nobody's gonna bid on that. Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah. And this isn't real either. This is a placeholder for a live sale. I should look at sold. Let me go look at sold. $24.99 for the foil, $35 for the set of the foils. 30.
Somebody, I'm not gonna open any blind bags, so I'm just gonna fucking buy the foil.
32 for the ultra rare number 2. $1,800 for the 1 in 2000. Yeah, no Pete Carrolls yet. It'll be interesting when we see one of those, if we see one of those sell. Yeah, people are buying the shit out of those Battle Beast books.
Dude, those Marvel team ups, dude, I've got them in a box somewhere, dude. I got a little stack that I bent. I'd have to pull everything out. My wife she ain't having it.
Those red packs are still available on Midtown Comics.
Yeah, there's a ton of them, I imagine.
But for retail, which is when
For how
I
much?
watched the Whatnot for retail, $3.99.
No shit. Listen to that, you guys. The retail, if the packs are available on Midtown still. That's crazy, bro.
Is it one? No, you can order up to. I jacked up the ordering to see how many you can get before they cut you off. They stopped me at 25.
I wonder if you could hit them up. Can you just open them for me and then send them?
I'm seeing somebody say that it's one per person, so that's probably why they still have so many of them then.
I've never been to a Midtown Comics. How is it in there?
It's nice. It's
It
nice,
is.
but it's not like a really hardcore comics shop. It's I don't know. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's exactly what it needs to be for the city, for being such a well-known place, and people say, "Oh, I got to stop in there." It's almost like I went to go to this location in called the Stash, I think it's called, the one that what's the guy's name? Silent Bob and
Kevin Smith.
yeah, he owns a place called the Stash, I think, not
Yeah,
like
Secret Stash.
Yeah, and I went there and it's not really a comic store. It's kind of like just a gimmicky, place that sells a lot of trades and new books, and their wall books are like what I consider $3 box books.
You remember that
So,
show Comic Book Man before The Walking Dead? You remember that show?
yeah.
So they go up there. I found this in my attic, and it's a giant size X-Men, and I found this
So
ASM
fake. It was
ASM
so fake.
Yeah, and he goes, "I'd give you $50."
Yeah. Yeah, you used to see guys going there with like original comic page art, and
Will you take $10?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's super fake, man.
An idiot.
Yeah, I met those guys in person. A friend of mine that came in from the UK, that was like on the top of his list of places he wanted to go. So we took a ride over there. And for me, it was a complete letdown. But for him, he was all excited because it's like being in the studio. Their store is like, in a sense, like a studio.
They had the
So
podcast room in the back, or what?
Yeah, and they got racks of where you can buy merch, the shirts, the hats, but it's like I said, it's not really much of a comic store. The
Mhm.
comic store, my local comic shop is a real comic store. Like you go in there, you'll find an FF, 5 in the showcase. Occasionally you'll find like really, really tough Golden Age books, Silver Age, Bronze. Um, I think when you go into a place like Midtown, I've been to Midtown, it's got a lot of nice stuff, but nothing I would drive, for 40 minutes to go and check out, on a regular basis. I go there once in a blue moon, because I just happen to be in the area. So,
Have you guys seen those Bring on the Bad Guy covers yet? Any of those?
yes.
Dude, that freaking there's that the Loki and the
Mhm.
Green Goblin are so good.
Yeah, those are cool. I got the original somewhere.
Look at that, dude. That might be one of the best Green Goblin covers I've ever seen.
Who's the artist there? Delato or something? Or
Is it
who is that?
Delato, Perillo? I can't
That-
remember.
Perillo? Yeah, it's
That was pretty good.
Right? Bermejo.
Ah,
mm,
Yeah, look at that.
bro. That's dope. Yeah. That's how you draw Goblin, bro.
Uh-huh. Look at all the stitching. That's so creepy. And then the Loki. It's sick. There's an Abomination. It's okay. But the frickin' Green Goblin is a winner. There was a couple of
Yeah.
decent books. I was looking at recent solicitations, and there was a couple of decent covers that are coming out.
Remember that show Heroes, Brian?
Uh-huh.
I found a trade of that.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember those were hard to find.
The artwork is really good.
Look at this Mark Brooks cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mama.
Uh-huh. These should have been single issue covers. mean, this
Right?
is
Why
great.
not? What is
Yeah.
that? A calendar?
It's a wraparound, but these should have been single issue covers.
Man, is that Black Widow with the knife? On
Yeah.
her leg?
yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Widow,
Mama.
Mary Jane, She-Hulk, Rogue, Captain Marvel. Yeah, dude.
How come they
Absolutely
all have the
amazing.
same size feet?
Well, here's the Adam Hughes, and I don't like this Adam Hughes.
Hey,
Looks like they're doing cocaine right here. You know what I mean? They should be doing cocaine.
I didn't know Pete Diddy's going to be in the pool, bro.
Bro, doesn't it? That looks like that, bro. It looks.
Bro, it
This
looks like
is
a
a-
freak off.
I know, dude. They're doing cocaine out of Tony Stark's glove right here. Look at
It's
that,
an
bro.
8-ball.
Look at that. Like, totally, bro. Those aren't fucking shish kebabs. Those are straws. Look at that. That is. Do you think he just said, fuck it? I'm going to go with it. Diddy freak off variant.
Bro.
That is crazy, bro.
You would probably get an artist to do a cool little remark over it.
Yeah, totally.
Bro,
dude.
come on.
Look at this
bro.
one, bro.
No, man. What are you doing, dude? What is that, spider cock? What the fuck are we doing here, bro?
Look at that.
Why, dude? He's got his web shooters on. God damn it, dude.
Peter's pecker.
Shark! Shark!
Oh, man.
Spider cock.
There you go. Some X-Wang. See how those sell. Let's see how those sell, huh?
Peter's pecker.
Look at
That's
that
a good
cover.
one, Ethan.
That's a good cover right there. White Queen by Nakayama. Hell yeah. Great White Queen. Look at this Frizzin, you guys.
Damn it, Jenny. Stop it.
I know. Here's your next 1 in 100. Nakayama with Lady Bullseye.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah, hey.
Yeah. Silver Surfer. It's got a badass fucking cover. Right
Oh,
there.
here we go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
look at that. Fucking A, bro. Who did that? That is Simone DeMeo. Is that Simone DeMeo? Who is
That's
that?
different. Have you
That's
ever seen a
fucking
Galactus
amazing,
skull?
bro. DK Ruan. Dude, that is fucking amazing right there.
Yeah, I've never seen a Galactus skull. That is cool.
No, there's
Amazing.
been some where he's they had a variant cover. I
Cosmic
think
Ghost Rider, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. That's fucking excellent. That should have been a 1 in 50 right there. What are you
Yeah.
doing, Marvel? Easily should have been a 1 in 50.
What the fuck is
these
that
are
one?
These are August solicits, by the way, you guys. And then I got DC. I think I got July solicits. That's pretty crazy. Look at that. Pinosian. Just continues greatness.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. Who is that? Putri. Yasmin Putri. I totally dropped off the.
That's a fucked up last name, Putri.
I know, it's kind of weird to say.
Putri the Putrid.
Who is that? That's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. Watercolor kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Storm, always good covers of Storm. That's a crazy Psylocke cover. That's a badass Maria Wolf. Is that Maria Wolf? Who is that? Maria Wolf. Holy shit. Look at that dragon behind her, dude. That needs to be a virgin. That should have been a. They should have.
Should have made that a glow in the dark.
Fucking A, bro. We'll get a 1 in 25 second print version of this. Yeah, Maria Wolf is one of those ones that's also getting ready to just completely pop mainstream craziness. Her art is next level. It's always been good. Magic Lobos. Is that Lobos? That's Lobos, right?
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I like the background. I like that. That's a good cover. That's kind of different. It's really dynamic, right? You really don't get that dynamic with Lobos covers. That's really good. Good shit. I think that's another Putri, right? Who's that? Quinones? No, Putri, yep. Yeah, that's the A cover. Wow. That should have been the 1 in 25. New character on the Uncanny X-Men. Greg Land, but pass. It looks like she's a dude.
Yeah. Looks like she has a dick.
Uh-huh. There's your new character.
Come on, John, laugh, dude.
we're putting it to him.
Trying to make him laugh, dude. And he's
just
hey, bro. Yeah. John's a stone cold killer, bro.
Look at this, dude. Holy cow, that's a good cover. That's really good.
Scare me, bro.
It's Jeff number 2. Okay. And Scarlet Witch. Vision. It's a badass Kari Andrews cover.
It's going to be a terrible month. It's fucked up, right?
Ooh,
all the artists, well, fuck you, dude.
That's Perillo.
Right
there.
hey, dude, that's badass.
That's Perillo, yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Ultimate Wolverine, dude, that is cool. That's a buy.
Yeah, I think so. That's a good cover too. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, who did that one?
Who is that? That is excellent. That is Perel. Gerald Perel. Wow.
Oh, Perel, yeah, dude.
Oh my God, is that good?
That's real good. Was she reading Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those covers, bro.
There's a car in the background. Looks like someone's throwing the car. Who's that? Can't tell.
Yeah, it does look like somebody's throwing some type of car. Somebody's recording it with their phone. Oh, it's on a web. There's Spider-Man up there. That's a weird cover. Trad Moore.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that.
What the fuck?
That's creepy.
Who's that?
I don't know, but it's fucking creepy.
It's like my mother-in-law, bro.
Ooh.
Is that Brooks?
I think that's Bermejo. Oh my gosh. That's Bermejo.
That is? Wow.
Look at this.
Don't be looking at my ass. I'm not. I'm not. I was here before you. You're an asshole.
Oh my god, that's good, bro.
I saw you looking.
Look at that, the leg stretch too. This is a great cover. The moon in the background.
Right. I thought you were gonna fall. God.
That should be a 1 in 25 for sure. Doesn't look like it. Till auto.
Yeah, that did look like a chupacabra, Derek.
There's a decal variant for this. It's supposed to be a decal variant.
Oh no, look at that one. Go back up.
Ooh, look at that. That's pretty crazy. This one? Ooh.
No. The one before that.
That?
Yeah.
I think it's Del Auto, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Del
that's
Auto.
Del Auto. That one's really good. Motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
They got a version of that too.
They do.
Mark Brooks. Good cover. Don't care, even though it's a decent cover. That kind of looks crazy.
Yeah.
Like Nick Cage. Ooh. Ryan Brown. Beautiful. Pinosian? Who's that? Shelby.
Plastic Spider-Man.
Nope, that's Paratori. That's cool. Demon heads and fucking plasma balls and shit.
Who's that? Go back up.
New champions. That is
No,
some
the
new
cover
character.
before that.
Night Drifter. Introducing Night Drifter.
Yeah, go back up.
This one or this one?
No, that one, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty bad cover, yeah. That's better.
Night Drifter.
Well, at least they're trying, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Those people pop out in New York every day, dude. I'm Night Drifter.
London, bro. London. See
Pretty
Big Ben?
much.
Do you need me to walk you home, ma'am? I'm Night Drifter.
Damn, that's a good cover right there.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Gist. Stephen Platt. He's back.
Platt's getting back. Yeah, I was gonna say he's getting back in the game. I see him doing a lot of covers. You know, I mean, not consistently, but he's more than like and he's still got it too.
Simone Bianchi. That's good cover right there. That'd be a great original art piece.
Isn't that a little bit like the Return of the Monster cover though? A little play on it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Totally. Fantastic Four #7. Who cares? Who cares? You wait until you see who DC is facsimile reprinting. That's a great cover right there. Holy cow. Who's that?
That's the Predator.
Simone DeMeo? Damn. That's beautiful. That's a good cover right there.
Yeah, that's nice. Kylo Ren.
Jedi Knight stuff by Raza. There's more of the action figure variants. All right, we'll do this really quick. DC, this is the new DC stuff. Did you guys see the Jim Lee 163 triptych cover?
No, this is the first time I'm seeing it.
It's
It
fucking
looks,
good, dude.
yeah.
Bane looks bad as fuck.
Yeah. Is this
And
going to be
Scarecrow.
connecting covers, or is that like one of those gatefolds that open up?
I think it's going to be a triptych, a gatefold. It's a gatefold that opens up.
Okay. It would be nice though if he did you can actually do connecting covers with that though.
Yeah. This is amazing. Check
He
out
needs to get back to doing it like that. Like his Batman needs to be dark again. Nothing,
I gotta show you the where is it? It's here. Hold on. Search. Scott Williams. Look at this. This is crazy. So here's his inks on it. Okay. This is just Scott Williams inks. I'm gonna show you the pencils. It's gonna fucking blow you away. Look at the pencils.
Yeah.
I wish I could make it large, dude. These are unreal.
It's so odd because when it goes to color, it kind of it almost ruins the original art. Usually it's the other way around, you know what I mean? Usually the inks aren't as nice as the colored, but
Oh man, I wish
That's
I
in-
could get that in
that-
high res. That's so good.
yeah, that's pretty intense.
I wonder how much that's gonna sell for. How much do you think that piece is gonna sell for? Do you think he sells that?
Dude,
He's got to sell that. That thing will sell for.
Yeah, I don't think he's emotionally attached to it. I mean, if he can sell those,
200,000.
yeah, I don't know about that high. It's newer stuff. I think his older stuff really gets big money, but
I don't know.
I
Dude.
don't.
Didn't he sell the recent Hush one for like 80,000 or something like that?
Yeah, that's right.
Or
I figured
150?
he'd be somewhere around the $100,000 mark.
Well, if the other one
I don't
sold
think he
for
goes.
however much it sold for, I think you triple that for this one. Just because. Well, I shouldn't say that. If it sold for like 70,000, I think that this one could sell for close to 200. If it's like it is, I mean, look at this, dude. Hold on. Let me grab
And it
this.
depends if he auctions it. If he puts a price on there and somebody meets the price, But if he auctions, anything can happen. It can go way lower. It can go way higher. Oof.
Yeah. Even in low
That's-
res, you can see
Yeah.
how good it is. You see this hood?
What is that?
Jim Lee cover to Batman 163. It's a triptych. It's a gatefold pullout.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. This is the pencils, though. I'll show you the art for. This is the image. This is the real cover. That was just the pencils I was showing you.
Bro, that's badass. Mr. Freeze is awesome, dude.
Dude, same with Bane.
Yeah.
Scarecrow. Clayface. I don't even know who that is. Who's that supposed to be? That Scarecrow was sick. How much do you think this goes for?
What the variant that was
The
the original
original
art?
Mm-hmm.
15 grand.
15 grand, bro. It'll sell for 200 grand.
15.
No way, bro.
He just, bro, it's not old. He just did it.
Dude, the
It'll
Hush.
go way, way more than that.
How much does anybody in the chat know how much his Hush, the Hush 2 cover he did, how much that sold for? If anybody knows in the chat what that sold for, let me know.
Bro, that didn't even take him much time at all. It took him about 15 minutes.
Look at the inks, bro. Let me show you the inks.
Oh my god. Hold on, guys.
He's got to go get the dog. Damn, that looks good.
Yeah, he's way off on that price though. 15 grand is like, that's not even
Yeah.
it's not even gonna start at that amount in bids. It's gonna. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jim Lee would probably rather shred it in his machine at home than give it for 15 grand to anybody.
There's other variants for it. That one's not too bad. That one's pretty good. Jim Lee. That one's really good. This is the one where Gary Frank did a cover and then Jim Lee did a cover for Geiger. That's actually really fucking good. Holy cow, is that good? Look at the Joker. That's a really good cover. Holy shit. What is going on here? What is this bullshit? There's the absolute Batman Bane. Did you hear the story about this? You hear this?
No, no. It looks like a hanging cover, like somebody has committed suicide or.
So I think it was Graham Nolan that was one of the co-creators of Batman, right? Or I mean Bane, right? With Chuck Dixon. And Graham Nolan didn't like how shitty this character looked. And he called it an abomination. So Scott Snyder named the title of the storyline, the first appearance of Bane storyline, Abomination, just to fuck with him. Yeah, big titty Bane.
So my wife threw out the cat, right? She was pissed off at the cat, and the girls had been like, Joe, we gotta find Dougie, and that's the name of the cat, Dougie. So I threw out the garbage when I took a break, and I was calling Dougie, and as soon as I came back, and so the girl, we found Dougie, and my wife gave me the dirtiest fucking look, dude.
And then you go into your room and podcast.
Yeah, dude. I'm in the secret man cave right now, bro. I better stay here too.
That's a pretty good cover right there. Absolute Superman.
Why did she try to get rid of the cat?
Dude, because the cat was taking a dump outside the litter box, dude. She got pissed off,
God.
Dude.
All right, look
that
at
usually
these.
means that they're angry about something when they do that.
Dude, those cats are spoiled. I got 2 cats and I got a little Yorkie. But I used to have big dogs, dude. They all had to put them down, dude. They were old, man.
It sucks. There's another Perel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Dude, look at this one right here from Derek Chu. Fantastic.
I like this absolute Wonder Woman. She's such a little more darker version of her, you know?
Yeah, the fucking tattoos, the eye tattoos.
Yeah, the Bonosian, bro.
Blood all over the sword and all the full body armor.
She's badass. Look at
this one, John.
Behind her. Who did that, Trish?
Yeah.
That's
nice.
Excellent, bro.
I was going through and I totally forgot that I had this, dude. We're gonna start this one off at $1. Let's go.
Otto Schmidt.
That's supposed. Yeah.
That's decent. That one's weird. Is that Christian Ward? That's got to be Christian Ward, right? No. Ekman. Alex Ekman Larson. Go Leafs. Tied it up, baby. Batman.
How much is in
Superman. All right, check it out. Here we go. You ready? That's a dope Superman right there. Ariel
What was the
Olivetti.
cover above it?
Wait, hold on. Look
Okay.
at that one's weird. Weird. Mark Spears.
That one's all right.
Mark Spears. Golden Armor Superman.
Is that supposed to be golden armor, or is he just very close to the sunlight?
Golden Armor.
That's-
They came to him and they asked him, they said, hey, we need a Golden Armor Superman.
I like it though.
Yeah. I like how his Superman has the same face. He talked about that. I remember when he was on one show sometime where he talked about how he couldn't figure out his Superman. It took him forever to figure out his Superman face.
The Superman he did Racing Flash, that cover, it almost has a Christopher Reeve look to it.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Hey,
he was
look at
still...
that crypto, bro.
Yeah, this
Look
one's
at that
great.
guy. Looks fucking happy, bro.
Hell yeah, he does. Jay Lee.
Is that Wonder Woman with a baby? Good Lord.
Yeah. She got a baby.
Don't mess with a woman with a baby, dude.
Hell no, bro. That's next level shit. There's Zerdy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
love Wonder Woman covers where her lasso's all fucking lit up and shit.
I love those frozen
Ooh,
Wonder Woman.
That's a good Plastic Man.
See, I think you know what's that show with John Cena the on DC?
Peacemaker.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
Peacemaker.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking the Plastic Man may come out in that. That's been one of my biggest specs. Like, that would make all the sense because he's like crazy enough for James Gunn, you know?
Yes, sir. I love Plastic Man stuff.
Yeah.
Old school. There is a V. Ken Marion cover for, look at that Christian Ward. Holy cow, is that good?
Man, that is good, dude.
Dead
Holy
Man
shit.
Christian Ward, yep.
Bro,
there is a V.
fucking
Ken
great.
Marion. Ooh, what is that? That's Wicked Sienkiewicz.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's a good Nightwing. That's a good cover right there too. Talaski.
Whoa, who was that? Go back up.
Talaski. The Talaski, this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's that?
Wen. Tran Wen. That's a wicked cover right there. All three of those are wicked covers. Batman and Robin number 24. Ooh, I like that too.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
There's a fucking Bizarro in there, dude.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's good too.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
That's Batman Superman World's Finest 42. 1 in 25.
Is that Jimmy Olsen?
That's
in the
gonna be a big
background?
deal.
Bro, y'all better get ready, dude. Jimmy Olsen's got that camera, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. He ain't fucking around. He's gonna take some pictures.
Look at this. Uemara. Oh my god. That needs to be a 1 in 25. All these are good. That's a Panosian.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fire, bro.
All of them are good. Frank chose the 1 in 50.
Oh,
The
go back up.
Panosian.
That's
Scott
that's, what's his
Forbes.
name? Scott Forbes, dude.
Yeah.
Mama.
Look at this though, dude. Fuimara. That should have been the 1 in 50. Damn, that's good. All those are excellent. That's a good cover right there.
What's up with the little bird? Oh, okay.
Black
got it.
Canary.
Yeah, I got it.
That's a good cover too. Maybe not. Her face is a little weird looking.
Yeah, looks like a dude.
Yeah, the color is good though. That's good color right there. Who's that? Asrar, Nakayama, and Mahmoud Asrar. That's a good cover right there. Who's that? That's creepy. Damn, that's good right there. Holy shit. Ben Harvey. That's excellent.
Mm.
A lot of looking through comic book covers this week. Not much going on. These were solicits that I figured we'd go through, see if we see anything. Oh, here's the V-Ken Marion. Look at this fucking cover. This cover's good too. Paratori. Okay, look at this. V-Ken Marion. Connecting cover.
For those of you that saw Andor, I have friends everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So this is all there's something good too. What is that? Redondo. This is all July's and August solicitations.
Right. Derek goes, Brian, fuck this week's F.O.C. Let's do August.
We still got this week's, don't worry. Look at this. This is a Scott Koblish cover. That's badass. He's good at doing that shit. Who the fuck is that? That's crazy. That's the Changeling guy. What's his name? Shade the Changeling Man or whatever. That's a really good cover.
Dude, they got the Watchmen in there. Dude.
No Watchmen.
Yeah.
The Monitor.
Dr.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Yeah. Sandman.
Yeah. Wow.
What is it? Hard case?
Yeah.
Or
Hard. Yeah.
Hardwire?
From Milestone.
Yep. It looks like the Mobius rendition of him, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Good eye. Good eye. Damn, there's
bro.
more.
There's more, bro. It's good shit. And I think that's about it. There's a couple more decent ones. Who's that? Okay, it's Clayton Crane, but not Final Art. Panosian. That one's a little rough.
That's okay.
Hey, look at Batman right there. He looks kind of fucking mongoloid.
Yeah, Robin looks really goofy.
And Robin does look goofy. He looks like a mini Comic Tom.
It almost looks like the guy from Mad Magazine.
It does. It looks like his neck is too long.
Like if he was painted serious, that's what he would look like. Alfred E. Newman.
Yeah. Why is that? Oh, I thought he was carrying him by his leg. That's a creepy cover right there. Ooh. Otto Wood or Ashley Wood.
Oh, those are bad. Ugh.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is that Frank Miller? God damn it.
No.
Just passed right there.
But
Who's that?
They're rough. They were rough. I'll give you that.
God damn. Crap.
Ooh. World War V. Oh my God, that's fucking good right there. Other than him looking like Michael Wood, or what was that? Michael Roberts?
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts. Yeah. Doesn't that look like Eric Roberts?
Yeah, from Star 80.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh man, look how badass Dr. Fate looks and the Spectre. That's a dope cover, man. Ooh. That's the new Resurrection Man series. All right, here you go.
No,
They're
here we
fucking
go.
doing facsimiles of not only 880, but another Alex Ross Harley Quinn facsimile.
Fucking pussies, dude.
Why? They already did a
Foil.
foil of that.
They're doing
They
another
did a foil
foil.
of all of them already.
Yep. There's going to be a superpowers variant to this. Why would you do a superpower variant to this?
Well,
They got new people working over there, bro.
I don't know who's working over there, bro. A blank sketch cover and a foil variant of this too. There's something wrong with them if they don't realize that the little bit of buyers they have left are buying for collecting, and you're killing those original issues.
You know what you ought to do with this cover is make it a big sticker, right? That you can just peel off and throw it on a window. Those kind of static cling. You know,
Yeah, totally,
only-
bro.
do something fucking way different.
These are garbage. Stop this. Stop this.
and
Yeah.
the crazy thing is such a beautiful cover, but I'm like tired of seeing it already.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. See, you like covers like this that you hardly see, because when you go into a comic shop and it's up on the wall, you're like, oh, I gotta have it, right? But you see it all the time, you know, and it's just it kind of takes away that excitement, you know.
I bought the original print that they put out back in the day. It's like limited to like 450 or something like that. And I got it all
no
framed
shit.
up and nice, you know? So I don't even have, I sold my comic. They started doing the reprints of it. I said, I don't even want the comic anymore. I'll just keep my print.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So there you go. Thank DC for making your comics not as cool. So
Oh, little Batman. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Little Batman, Shazam, the Atom Project, Challengers Unknown, Metamorpho, Two-Face, and then you get into their
Crap.
craziness. Yeah, check this out. This showed up today. Shout out to our boy Dennis Barger. This is the special Samurai Vader pin from Celebration Japan. Check this out. Look how badass this is, dude.
Wow.
This is so dope.
Man, I know Dennis has got one in the mail for me, dude. I can't wait to get mine, dude. Thanks, Dennis.
It comes even, it's even got a little easel in the back that you can put it on. Look how badass this
Damn.
fucker is, dude. See if I can get this to focus. There you go.
Oh, that's dope.
All right. It's fucking gorgeous. So these were badges. These are based on the badges that they were giving people. And it comes in this really cool little magnetic box so I can display it and do cool shit.
It's
with
like
it.
a watch box.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the very first Beyond Wednesdays variant in my hand right here.
Woohoo!
Yes, sir. So these will be available at my eBay sale tomorrow night. And we're going to do some special things with these over the next couple months. So Hood got me thinking about doing some really cool ideas with these.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do that. And I won't let you know just yet until we make sure that it works. But this is pretty cool. I even showed my pops. My pops was over the other day picking up packages to drop off. And I said, Dad, check this out, man. On Wednesdays, on the back of a comic book. And I even showed him the comic, and I was like, dude, check this out, Dad. This is like growing up in our neighborhood as when we were kids. And I showed him this page, Phoenix. And
Nice.
dude, totally took me back. Then
Hey,
just fucking
do you plan on like, because that's your first time getting your logo on a book, right?
very first time right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna frame one and put it on the wall or something, or?
No, but I'll keep one. I'll definitely keep one. So what I plan on doing is I'm gonna get one signed by all the guys, and
Mm.
I'll keep that one, and then I'll probably keep one, just you know, in good condition, and then I think there'll be ones in the future though where like the art will be so good that I'll just offer to buy it, type deal. So, by the way, I want to shout out James from Hive Comics. Shout out to JSS Brooklyn. He hit me up and he sent me an image of James's variant cover that James did his art for, and he sent me a picture of that. He got it in the mail and how excited he was to see it and how great it looks. So big shout out to James from Hive Comics for not only putting out variants but putting out his own art for it, which is fucking crazy. So, but yeah, this is pretty dope. This was the book that when we first started talking about doing Beyond Wednesday variants, this was the book I was thinking of. I really wanted to get Tim Barron or Pete Carroll to do a Screaming Hand cover, do a Santa Cruz Screaming Hand cover. And we just couldn't get it in time. And then they said, okay, we're pushing back and we've got some extra Brett Parson art. Do you guys want to use it? And at first I think we talked about this, but at first they weren't going to put, have them in the shirts that they're in. They weren't going to have a Rush shirt. I think it was Iron Maiden and Suicidal, which was cool. And then they changed it to Rush and Bad Religion. But they always had the Tony Hawk board, which was dope. And I want to say they changed his board. But this issue was really good. If you guys didn't get a chance to read it, it was really fucking good. And I hope that we're going to see more of grommets in the future. And yeah, so there you go. Good stuff. Those will be available tomorrow on the eBay sale. And then I'll also be putting out, I'm working on a website right now that so we can sell books straight from the website and basically put it in like the description below and people can just buy them. So yeah, it is really dope having the Bad Religion stuff on there. But we do have we have let's see here, I think 3 more in the works. I'll just say that. Some really good stuff that we're working on, and it's dope. It's good shit. Beyond Wednesday Crew variants is the way that we're gonna do it, and once the website gets done, you guys will like that. It'll be pretty cool. So should be up this upcoming week. All right, this week's F.O.C. Let's take a quick look at our boy Lefteros, who's got the Absolute Batman number 9, the first full appearance of Absolute Bane, and the cameo of Absolute Slade Wilson. So there's the Dragoda cover. Action Comics 1087, first appearance of Rays and other unrevealed new adversaries. Mark Waid storyline. Blood and Thunder number 2. This is Origin of Blood and Thunder. Has anybody read this? Did anybody read this? New Robert Kirkman series?
No, I ordered that J. Scott Campbell cover. I'm waiting for it to arrive, so I'll read it when it shows up.
Is it a new Robert Kirkman series? It's not Robert Kirkman. It isn't. It's Sereno.
Wait, it does say Kirkman on it.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does right there. So there you go.
Okay.
Yep.
Next TV series, bro.
Bring on the Bad Guys #1 first appearance and cover of Sister Sorrow. That's a cool character.
Looks like Wanda.
Yeah, kinda. That's dope.
Right? Looks like what's her name?
Yep. This is terrible, but we saw it coming. DC Sonic the Hedgehog #1 third print. Shadow the Hedgehog as Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Godzilla vs. Thor #1, the Lee Garbett variant, the fight variant. That'll be a seller. And then second printing of the Lozano Supergirl. I mean, I like it better as a virgin, but yeah.
She needs to eat, bro. Poor
The
thing.
original was great.
They didn't have to do this. It's so
No.
stupid.
No, they did not.
The trade on the first print isn't that big. It's like it's practically a version itself.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Battle Beast #2, or sorry, second printings. We're gonna have the who is that? Jason Howard doing the Skybound second printings. Go check out Cover Price and of course Black Crown Comics every Sunday. There are a couple very interesting variants out this week. There is this Talaski. Did you see this hood?
Yeah, that one's okay.
Yeah, I agree. It's not that great.
Gonna boatload of Superman and Crypto covers in the next several months.
Man, John, you don't know how much shit I got for like pumping crypto like 2 years ago saying it was going to be a thing. And I got so much shit on my DMs. I should put it. There's probably people in the chat that I keep receipts and just saying he wasn't going to be shit and all that. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
We'll see. Movies.
Hey, take a look. Hey, Brian, take a look at that Alex Ross cover. What's that selling for in a 9.8?
With the crypto cover?
Damn right.
What cover is that? Action
6 something. 686.
That's a good one. That sells for 16.
Go put Alex Ross.
There you go. 27.
Raw.
May 14th.
Raw.
Yeah. That's such a good
Those
book, bro.
Those were $8. Fucking
yeah, but it's all
idiot.
fucked up.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
all fucked up. 30. 22,
It's holding its
34.
value, man.
Yeah.
Sorted to highest priced.
Wasn't it going for around $80 when the trailer first dropped? The teaser trailer?
The graded one.
I don't know why it won't let me do that. Sort to highest.
Won't let you sort it?
That's cheesy. But there you go.
Oh well.
Yeah. There is this book right here is sick. This is the Jonathan Wayshak Good Apollo on Burning Star, the Armory Wars book, number 12. That's the 1 in 10 variant. That shit's sick right there, dude. He's a badass horror comic artist. He's doing a really dope Bad Idea book. That's gonna be amazing. Nate, what's up, brother?
Yo, buddies.
What's
Hey,
up,
I gotta
Nate?
go. I'll see you guys later, man.
Not right. Not right. With that Phillies hat, maybe it is right.
Oh, come on, man. Pete Rose, bro. Pete Rose.
Look at this Miguel Mercado. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
I killed it.
Right?
I killed it.
Wow.
He's dead.
Look at the
The funny part
entrails.
is, Brian, John will be the one like down the road, kind of like Mark Spears, he'll have every card, every variant. He'll know about this person for years before everybody else.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, John surprised me on his sneaky speculation. He goes, I was collecting before anybody. It was like, man, you ain't lying.
Yeah. When you showed that kid card, he had the Polaroid.
Yeah.
He goes, I got the negatives.
Yeah, he was sitting outside Huntsville.
This is
Going through Mark's trash. I
an
got
interesting
it.
cover right
You're pregnant.
It's gonna be a boy.
1 in 25 of Gehenna Naked Aggression #1 by Mateo
Come on, John,
Scalera.
laugh, bro. Come on. No serial killer look tonight, man.
I
Dude,
don't want
there's
to
a
get in
lot.
trouble. I don't want to get in trouble by Bryan. So
There's a lot of titty books tonight, man, on FOC. A ton.
I
of them.
joined just in time.
Look at this Christian Ward 1 in 10 right here for In Bloom. That's creepy as shit. What the fuck?
That looks like what's his name?
Wow.
He did a book with Donny Cates. What's his fucking name?
You know, if she didn't have that, normal head, I would think it was almost like an alien book, like alien way, like the body. It's kind of shaped.
Look at this. Here's another Perel variant.
Yeah, Perel's real good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go down the rabbit hole in Gerald Perel, man. Like that's one of Longshort's favorite artists.
But the angle that book is at, like that's a great angle. Just like with her in the corner and the way he's just staring at her. Wow.
I think it's a she.
It. Yeah.
It.
Look at that.
Hey, Bryan, you said you liked the read, right? You read #1 already?
Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's like the old school stuff, just darker. So that's what they're basically amping up the violence in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn, this cover is fucking good.
Yeah, that's a little scary though.
Yeah, that's all ethereal and shit.
That's exactly why I lock my door when I go to bed.
I'm about to say I don't even want to open the fucking like pantry in the kitchen.
Marco Fiala. Ooh. Yeah, that's really good. All right.
Cool.
This Chat Zudis steampunk.
That's my boy.
Yep. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
He's coming. That's the next artist, bro. That's going to blow up.
What's his name? I'm sorry.
Elias Chadzudis.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's been doing it for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And he is. Yeah, look at how good that is. That is fantastic.
That might be his first coffin.
No,
right?
no.
Lady Death?
No.
Or he's done Lady Death before.
He's done a ton of coffin stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's unreal, bro.
On the other shit.
Yeah. The Zenoscope stuff.
Yeah.
DeBalfo, there's a really good DeBalfo too. All right, hold on. There is a ton of titty books this week. Look at all these titty books.
Titties. What is that?
Titties. Look at all these titties. Titties.
Whoa,
mama.
Titties.
I don't think I've ever seen the overweight section of comics with the.
I know. They're all titty books. Titties.
Hey, can you go back up, bro?
Yeah, scrolling up, it looks like they're a little on the heavier
Speaking of
section.
titties, we got our boy Pool Boy making the
Pool Boy.
entrance.
Good for him.
Hell yeah. Pool Boy's all about them.
He's a good dude.
titties. Hell yeah. Speaking of that, look at who just jumped in. Speaking of the titty
Billy.
books.
What up, ladies?
You jumped in as soon as we were looking at Pool Boy's titty.
Man, why do you keep passing Thelma, dude? Go back up, man.
bro.
Dude, those are sick.
Titties, bro. Look at all kinds of titty books.
How are you guys doing? I'm just
Doing good,
kind of
brother.
doing work, so I thought I'd stop in and say hi.
How's it going sending out all those Battle Beast packs?
That's done. I did
Good
that.
Lord, look at those glasses.
Dude, it's like 400 orders. That shit.
Wow, dude.
I just sent out Redhead signed 1 in 20.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I
Hey
heard.
Billy, I don't want sign. I just want more butter on mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Did
Pool
you
boy
get
gives
one?
the extra butter. He gets the
Well,
extra
I don't-
butter.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
keeps on
good
passing
shit,
the
dude.
Thelma, bro.
Yeah.
Damn it, Brian.
I'm telling you, bro. Ton of titty books on the list this week.
Hey, but you keep on passing Thelma.
All right, Puppeteer Lee did a Psylocke, and I don't know if I like it or not.
Oh, it's come on, bro. It's sick.
You like this?
Puppeteer Lee's sick.
He is, bro. He's unreal, but
The speechless he did for me is fucking crazy awesome.
I agree. 100%.
Little puppet, vato.
I think the top half is good. It's the legs a little bit. It's just
Yeah.
kind of out of whack. And
They-
the sword is long as shit. Like Storm Shadow never had a sword that long.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, he's like, dude, he's like God. He's God over there.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry,
Big
guys.
Clutch
I heard
joins
Nate talk about the overweight section, so I figured I should show up.
us.
I had it taken care of,
Goes.
but I guess we can do it together.
Yeah. We just got done talking about Billy sending out all the Battle Beast packs, and you jump on. You got to update us on the polls on the. Any what are the good polls? I've already talked about the Maria Wolfoy or sketch. I already talked about the. What
Yeah,
else?
Maria
Scott?
sketch was today.
Yeah.
I saw comic sketch art. Let's see, was over there doing a stream just now. Pulled earlier in the stream. They pulled the issue 100 1 in 100 sketch cover signed by Ryan, and then the last pack they did of tonight. They only did 30 of their packs total, but the last one they did tonight had issue 61 signed by Ryan.
Wow.
Which is the first Conquest, which is like a pretty
Huge
big book.
Yeah.
That's a huge book, man.
Yeah, so they had a really good run, and then I was watching PCB was doing some stream earlier today too, and they had a couple. They had some really good pulls too. They were stoked. So,
Hey, Clutch, I'll tell you one thing. Like I've actually never seen Invincible, and I've never read it, and the whole Battle Beast thing is new to me. And I will tell you, this is the only thing I have really no context about. Oh God, I've pissed him off so much. He's like, yeah, I don't want to hear you anymore. So, but I mean, like, I was watching the streams. I really don't understand like all the Battle Beast and Invincible stuff, but just like it was pure entertainment just watching the breaks on the packs. Like,
I can't believe you haven't watched any of the Invincible, man.
Yeah, have you watched the show?
I have not watched the show.
Dude, you have to watch the show.
I know. Actually, a guy on my team actually told me. I think it was like Thursday. He's like, I can't believe you haven't seen Invincible. And I was like, no, I haven't.
What the hell's wrong with you, bro?
Well, I mean, where do you start?
What
I mean,
happened, dude?
Well, I mean,
How many seasons of that is there? I think I only watched the first.
3.
I think
Is
I
it-
watched the first.
How many
Are they-
episodes per season?
that's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
I forgot.
Are they all like 20-minute episodes, like the kind of like cartoon, or are they some are longer?
Yeah.
They're longer than that.
Oh, okay.
That's the one you got to get, bro. Look at this.
Really,
Battle Beast.
they're really good.
What happened to Clutch, bro?
Hold on, he's back.
I pissed him off.
no, when Nate said I haven't watched Invincible or read Battle Beast, I just
I'm
dropped
done.
myself, and that's the same time that Brian got it to leave. I was like, oh shoot,
Fuck you.
He's like,
the
fucking
joke didn't work that well. So
hillbilly.
Ooh,
Hey, well, I just stopped by to say hi, guys. I got to get back to work. It's absolute chaos.
we
over here.
appreciate you, brother. We're getting ready to look over your FOC list here in a second. Make sure everybody go stop by Billy's Economics and Comics page and score some good books. And
Oh,
go-
you know, Brian, what I thought was interesting, Battle Beast is like the topic, right? But
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
I was looking on eBay and those Exquisite Corpses polybagged. I should have got more, dude. Those are selling for, I think, around $20 each just for those cards.
they're pretty crazy, Billy. Like it's funny. I talked, because Did you go on that call, or did we talk about that?
No, we talked about it earlier, but
yeah, it's like
yeah.
they mentioned that on the call and whatever, and I was like, you know, I didn't order it as heavily because I knew it was also Battle Beast week. I still ordered like 120 copies, but
yeah,
I knew I should have ordered more, and it's cool. So they're doing the second print at F.O.C. in 2 weeks, and that one's going to have a card, and it's going to be a different card.
It's next week, actually. At least I thought.
Yeah,
next.
I guess my brain is yes.
So they're doing a second print of the number 1 poly bag, and it'll have a different card in it. And then I think they're also releasing number 2 with the poly bag.
Yeah, they said every issue of the series, all 13 issues, the C cover is going to be polybagged with a card. Each card is going to be a different killer.
That's
across the whole spectrum.
It's really cool, dude.
And the art on each one of those cards is going to be different than the art that's going to be in the game when they release the game when it's all done.
So they're special.
And you could start basically playing the game once you have 4 cards. So issue 4, you can start playing.
Well, I ordered 100 and I kept 5, and I think I'm going to open up the other. I opened up 2. I'm just going to open up the other 3 and collect the cards itself, because I bet you when it's all done, those polybag card sets are going to be worth a decent amount of money, because like you said, they're going to be different than the actual.
Yeah.
So they're
that's
going
a
to
great
be
idea, like being able to hold
rare.
on to a bunch until the end and have like here's a whole batch of them.
Just the cards, just the cards. I'm going to have like 5 sets. I'm going to order 5 every time myself.
Check this out, Billy. So there's this shop in LA that put on this event last night, and Clutch, you said you stopped by there, right? Who was all there?
Yeah, I went to Revenge of.
Look at this. This is crazy. That's badass.
Damn, that's a launch.
All right.
Dude, I still think my variant's the best one. I've looked at all of them. Dude, it's the sickest.
Well, I gotta tell you, bro.
Variant's great, but it's also weird. I thought it was, I was like, I was kind of surprised that they let kind of like a cheesecakey cover. I loved it. It was great.
The Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Well, if you look at it like close, like to the face and stuff, he really did well. It matches the character really well. Like,
I think all the covers were good for the most part.
Yeah.
Even all the variants. There's only a couple that I didn't really like. But dude, I really like Sveta's. That one's great.
That's sick too. Yeah. That looks like Jay Lee.
Limited.
Yeah, it does look a little like Jay Lee.
Yeah. Limited to 400 or something like that, right?
I'm surprised they didn't make her shorten the legs, because we did long legs for ours initially.
Didn't they tell you you're too long?
Yeah. And look at those. Those are way too long. So I just think it's funny how they like.
Yeah.
Well, it probably has to do with the art style, because Sveta is a little different than yours, in terms of like hers is a little more art, kind of like a pinup artsy versus yours being a little more like kind of just a vertical standing. It's not as
animated,
stylized.
Yeah.
What I think's crazy also is that Pete Carroll had, for the first time, put out his first comic book, and he had 2 come out on the same day, and basically both. Yeah, and that's crazy, dude. That's nuts to think about.
Last week was a good week for Image or whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Or
massive week.
I mean, Battle Beast and Exquisite, they're winners, dude. And I think they're going to be winners all the way through.
Alex Pardee is excellent.
Scotty Young, man.
That Scotty Young is good. Yeah.
Billy, I got to hit you up about your variant. I need a couple of those. We'll do a little swap.
Who, me?
You, Billy.
You want message me and tell me what you need, and I'll take some down.
See, I think that people are going to sleep on this one.
Yeah.
Dude, Randy. Oh my God.
Is that what the R is for? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
That's
one of the killers.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me. I haven't gotten it yet. Look at the smile inside the wrapper.
And this book is also, it's freaking 60 pages.
It's huge.
Oh, wow.
Massive book.
The paper is awesome, dude. Yeah. I have never got such a nice shipment of exclusives ever. I had 19 damages. It's just
I've
amazing.
got some weird like printer scuffy stuff on mine, but yeah, otherwise it looks great.
I was nervous because it's yellow. You know what I mean? I was thinking, oh shit, the printer is gonna get all screwed up.
Do you want to send them over to Diamond and fuck up half of them? I mean, we can.
Oh, whose is that?
Oh, that's
Miko
pretty
Sue,
sick.
That's
man.
crazy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a bunch of the people, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
that's a
one's
good one.
good, man.
That looks
How
like
many
a dude,
issues
though.
are there?
Wow.
Like, it's a total
It
story
does.
4, 6.
I think it's 12 or
Oh, 12.
13.
It's
Okay.
13.
I imagine they're
each-
going to make it a big, huge universe type thing, right? They're going to continue this on.
Well, the whole idea is to make it a game. That's what I keep hearing. Like what is it?
Even better.
TC trading card
Yeah,
game?
so there's going to be there will be a card game that comes out that is comes out after all the books is done. So
Well, I never listed my stuff on eBay ever, but I was like, this year I got it, put it on eBay. And I mean, the store's doing great, but eBay is doing real well too. So I'm just getting them out, moving them.
Yeah, eBay has been doing pretty damn crazy as of late, man. I've heard a lot of people talk about how selling on eBay has been good lately. So, did you guys hear about this stuff with Go Collect, where they're allowing people to put prices
in their own pricing?
Yeah,
That
what did
sounds
you
like
guys think about that?
Yeah, I sold my
bad idea.
I sold my Action 1 for a gajillion dollars.
I know, yeah, like it doesn't make sense, right?
I'll let you go, guys. You guys have a great night.
Later,
All
Billy.
right,
See you,
brother.
Billy.
So
Hey, I sold my 88 Greg Jeffries rookie PSA 10. Had to be for like $1,200.
yeah. Says here, a new age of visibility, velocity, and verified community knowledge. Crowd reported sales is live. For years, the market's biggest mystery wasn't what sold. It wasn't what it was what wasn't seen. The private deals, the handshake grails, the flash live stream flips, the gone in 60-second stories that were always too late to document. Crowd reported those sales mattered, but they disappeared. Now they don't have to. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good thing.
Sounds like you actually legalized shill bidding. So if you just want to, hey, Joe, what would you pay for this? Yeah. Okay, let's put that in. It's a
Yeah.
terrible idea.
We're live here from the con. How much did you buy that for?
Well, obviously it's going to be only for like big books and big sales, right? Because they're saying even convention booths at Comic Cons, Instagram sales, TikTok, YouTube sales.
Yeah, I don't think people like that sell a book like cash only kind of sale want to be like for tax purposes want to be you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Yes.
like I know
Less is more.
I was just surfing the Instagram and I saw you sold a book, but I noticed you didn't claim it.
The problem is too, if I look at a book and I'd like to have that, and someone says, hey, I sold this on Go Collect, Clutch sold this to Bryan. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that sale. It seems about 2,000 higher than the other ones I've seen. So I was like, I'm not paying that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, just
Yeah, dude, that's fucking bullshit.
it's a little
dude.
too liberal. It's just
There's
like
no
it's
way
too open.
there's no way.
There's got to be more guidelines on it.
Yeah, it seems
there's
strange.
whatever. Fuck this.
Isn't that basically what what Wikipedia is? Like I can just go in and enter
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
anything I want.
For the most part, I think.
Yeah, this is
It
ridiculous.
says every sale is tied to a user, so you got to be a user there.
I'm sure.
Every entry
yeah.
can be flagged, reviewed, and publicly discussed.
Oh yeah, sure.
Clean data, it's optional data, it's visible data. It's not going to be part of their main data. I think it's going to be a separate data point. So I mean,
This
that
this
makes
can't
sense.
be real. They just want people to go collect.
Now that's a good idea.
Yeah, to get people
That's a good
talking
idea.
about their
Yeah.
website and everything.
Good
Well,
idea.
what's up with this go collect? Let's go visit. And then they go, look how many views we had for this bullshit. You know?
Joe, we should
Right?
sell. I could sell you my blanket. On
Hey man, $50.
Jesus, man, this is interesting.
Hey, this can't be real, Brian. There's no way you can maintain this, man. No way.
This is where I'd actually like to get like Matt DeVoe's comments, like cover price, like just see what they think. Because like,
Swag did an interview with 99 Newsstand, and they basically said the same thing. Like, you know, they're open to it. They're going to see how it plays out, but it doesn't sound like it's going to work. And yada yada. It just sounds like you're grasping at straws at this point.
Yeah.
You know, this is one way the collector can negotiate with the dealer. Well, you know, the comps on eBay, you know, can you meet me in the middle and all that? Now you got some outliers that are gonna like probably like tweak the value of the book and kind of muddy it up. Well, there was this private sale over here, you know, that sold for 2,000. And they're like, fuck that, dude. You know, I still think eBay is the best resource to go for sold books.
It is
of what the market is. You know,
the volume.
Yeah,
and that's the only
because
place
of the
that you got, like,
volume.
everything there, like
Right.
what people are asking, what they're getting, and even what's the site. Even if they want to take a best offer, they can go to, you can get the data off. What was it, like some point?
130 point.
Yes. So if there's an offer accepted, at least you can take the auctions and the offers, bring them together, and kind of see actually how it all blends together.
This
That's fair.
crowd reported sales. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Yeah.
These reports.
Okay, you're in charge of whatnot, and you're in charge of eBay Live. You know, it's like, bro.
I think there is there. This is very interesting, and I don't know if we've ever really talked about it before in depth, but when you start thinking about if they should start reporting live sales and how it will change the secondary market data drastically. And it doesn't seem like fair data, because if you're going a live sale and you have bangers and there's only 5 people in there, and there's only 5 people in there, they're not going to sell for a lot. But those books should not be valued at that little. So it also feels the same way on the opposite side with this Go Collect stuff, that people are going to be like, yeah, I sold this book for $3,000 the other day, and they're actually sitting on, like, oh, I sold a Wolverine 7.5 for $10,000 the other day. You know what I mean? Like, I got a Wolverine 7.5 sitting downstairs that I want to sell for $10,000. So I'm gonna go say, you know, I sold a couple, or you know.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah.
I think it's all bullshit.
I guess it looks like you can choose, you know, here's how the reporting looks, which is interesting. Choose where you saw it, social media, multi-seller marketplace.
Oh, so they're going to have independent people, like, because everybody's honest, you know.
Yeah.
I saw it offline in an in-store transaction. It was unbelievable. There was 3 other witnesses.
You know, we're talking about books too. I would tell you, just for me selling a lot more action figures, especially when you get like the pre-sales. Like, I was getting a lot of questions. So I've got some of the Mos Eisley cantinas up for the deluxe cantina, and people were asking like all kinds of questions because there aren't that many sales, but there are only like 3 or 4 for the deluxe. Same thing with the Mondo figures when it comes to like the real Ghostbusters. There were only like 2 sets that had sold, and then I know what I sold mine on, and I'm like, but
look at these options here, though.
Yeah,
offline, peer to peer. Yeah, my buddy. My buddy sold
friend to friend.
Yeah, friend to friend.
I
didn't see it personally, but I heard about it.
Hey Joe, what do you think Daryl Strawberry sold that cocaine to Dwight Gooden for?
That was Keith
Peer to peer,
Hernandez, bro. That was Keith Hernandez.
I heard it was a gift. Right? What about the gifts? Are we supposed to report the gifts, Brian?
No.
I saw Brian McClay give Clutch an Invincible number 5 for free. That should bring the market
down,
like, way down.
Yes, yeah,
right. To bring it down. There's all these books
bring those averages
away
down
for free.
Yeah,
yeah.
So how does that bring the value down? hey, whatever you do, guys, if you're gonna give me something, don't do it on air.
It says here why we built this. Let's be clear. This new feature exists because we trust you. The Go Collect community has been built on integrity, knowledge, and shared love of the hobby. So we're giving you the keys to something never before done before at this scale. A crowdsourced user maintained fully transparent record of sales from every corner of the collectibles world. This isn't a gimmick. This isn't a movement.
My Canadian girlfriend saw the sale.
Yeah, I'm about to say it. The fact that they actually have a K in front of knowledge makes the joke. I'm like, they got that part right. But...
We trust you. Oh my God. Who's man? Okay.
Hey Joe, when you sell me that Invincible one, make sure you put your gas money in for that. So
yeah, because I had to drive to your house, remember?
Exactly. Horrible.
People are saying it's a good thing just because it's more information.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is like, dude, I can't believe this shit, dude. Like, it's a nice attempt, but this is going to be so like, this is like bullshit, dude.
It feels like an April Fool's joke.
It has to be, dude. This cannot be real. This is not sustainable, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna have every dingbat in there, like put it. I saw this book sell for $10. I didn't see the condition, but it looked like a good deal. You know what I mean? Like no pictures. This is just all straight up word of mouth. Like, are they gonna have to upload photos? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, before you guys do that deal, let me take a picture. I'm working for Go Collect. Let me go ahead and upload this. You know what I mean? Like live video. Hey, look, this purchase is actually going on right now.
Yeah.
You can trust me.
Speaking of, we were talking about Tim Barron earlier. Speaking of that, check this out. This is kind of cool. Somebody was skating with Bam, and they were friends with Tim.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And he sent him a thing saying that Bam loves, thinks your art is sick.
That's awesome. Cool.
Right?
That's badass.
Hell yeah. And then check this out. And then he got this. Andy Mack showed up skating on a board that he designed for him.
Say, look at that.
The same thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. Those skateboards, man, are gonna. The skateboards are kind of blowing up, and I know a lot of people on here got the grommets boards, right? There's a bunch of people in the chat that I know picked them up. Put in
Keep on looking for a John Lucero skate deck that I had when I was a kid, man, and they're expensive.
Really?
Fuck yeah. Like, go on eBay and type in John Lucero skateboards, and you'll see the most jacked up boards for like expensive.
It's amazing, like how many of those different boards. Like a buddy of mine, his wife had called me not long after COVID, and she was trying to get him a board because he was talking about skating days, and she was like, "Man, everything's so expensive, all the different types." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't think and it's not going to go back."
Look at that Santa Cruz Red Cross 750.
Santa Cruz.
That's not like.
That's nothing crazy. They're even
No.
more. 600 for an old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Caballero. Lucero. Yeah. Look at these, bro. There's a documentary. Remember that documentary that we watched about all the skateboard art? That was such a good documentary.
Have you guys ever heard of Executioner? That was my first board.
Right there. That's a newer board, but that's kind of like the one that I had, the green one.
Yeah,
the tugboat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see.
There it is. Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. Yeah, red. That's the Schmidt sticks.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, see the top, the aqua. Go back up.
This one right here.
No, keep going up.
This one.
Okay, you see the aqua one? That's the one that I had. But this is like Newer.
versions. Look at these
Yeah.
old school 80s fingerboards. Remember the old school 80s fingerboards,
Oh,
dude?
yeah.
$40. 150. Oh, I thought I was about to say. Dude, I remember. So there was in Phoenix where I lived, we'd ride our bikes up to this arcade that was right next to the skate shop. The skate shop was called Bear Cover. And we would go into the arcade and spend half the day in the arcade and then go next door to the skate shop and just beg the guy to give us grip tape for our boards, you know. Please, dude, just give us grip tape. And he'd get so pissed at us, he'd just throw us pieces of grip tape just to get the fuck out of there. And they had these fingerboards there, and it was such a big deal to get them at the time. And
Bro,
people would put
I remember skating as a kid, and I don't know what possessed me to do it, but all my friends were skating. I had no business being on a fucking board. And after a year, I got like I got the hang of it, dude. But my God, dude! And I used to skate to my the comic shop or whatever. I'd get on the bus and then skate for about 2 miles to the shop. But man, I fell so many times on little rocks and Jesus Christ. Dude.
Well, that was always the thing, is like, especially when you got a little bit of hill, like, who's going to go down that? Hey, get somebody else to go down and see how bad they're going to fall.
Have you seen those dogs that skateboard, bro?
Yeah.
Is that not fucking awesome, man?
Right, the little bulldogs and
Yeah.
stuff.
They go down the stairs too, dude. Like those are fucking like.
Dude, there's a guy that's skating all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast, and he just hit Arizona. And I'm following him on IG, and
No way.
oh yeah, it's crazy.
How long has he been doing it?
He's
gotta be a
107 days in, and he just hit.
That's
Phoenix.
it?
He just hit Tucson. Yeah,
I thought
107
he'd
days.
be longer than that.
Yeah. Look at that. $5,000 and 85 Rodney
Forrest Gump
Mullen.
of skateboarding.
$5,000.
Brian, put in Executioner 1985. So all my action figures, we didn't really have a toy store, so there was someone who actually had a tire store, and they had the skateboards, bikes, and action figures at the bottom of the tire shop.
This one right here, the Roadrunner.
Yes, I had a yellow one, and a friend of mine had we all had them, hot pink. One person had orange. I had yellow. Yeah, the Executioner. Yeah, that's it.
Dude, look at some of these. There you go.
Those trucks.
Yeah.
I remember buying the wheels, the brand new wheels. I mean the bouncy ones.
Look at that, dude.
That they would bounce up like tennis balls and shit.
That's gorgeous.
Do you remember loosening up? I just remember trying to loosen up the
trucks.
board. Yeah.
$700. There you go,
Look
$500.
at Yeah, man.
I remember when I figured I was not a very good skateboarder, I went back to my BMX. I'll just go back to the bike.
Yeah, dude, this is a freaking rabbit hole that we can go down
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a major way. I want to look for the old school fingerboards. Let's see here, vintage.
You see Andor, Nate?
I loved it.
Clutch, you saw it?
It's awesome.
Bro, I got friends everywhere, bro.
It's a great line.
Oh, man.
And I tell you, when they said it was going to lead up to Rogue One, boy, they weren't kidding. And I got to
Man.
ask you, my question is, did the Death Star last like a week? You know, when you start
Right?
thinking about the time, like,
Hey, there
That's
wasn't
it.
time, bro. And that's what makes it special, man. There wasn't time. Once they found out, they had to go and blow it up immediately, dude. But like
and I was
they were
reading where,
secretly building this thing
yeah,
before they knew it. It was
Yeah.
like they kept it under wraps.
but they were saying too, like, you know, the
Pretty,
one
bro.
that is in Return of the Jedi, like they were, whatever took
Well,
the
they were
time period,
supposedly building two.
they're building
right?
two, and they got this one much quicker. But I was like, at the end of it, I was like, man, this is great. I'm like, wait a minute, did this just start? And this, I'm trying to figure out Revenge of the Sith, like watching them, like looking at it. I'm like, how long was this?
Yeah. Have you ever thought about how many days Star Wars was like in, right? Was that like 2 or 3 days?
Yeah, it's
Right.
but it was awesome, man. And let me tell you something. I don't think I realized like how I love Rogue One with Kay, but when Kay comes in, like the humor he's got, just like he's like a little kid who's pouting on the. I don't want to stay here on the plane. Like he's just always like a huge droid who's like a big kid, just pouting all the time.
He had better lines in the show than he did the movie, man.
Yeah, he's great.
But you know who leveled up for me was Clea Markey, man.
Who?
Clea was
when
they showed her backstory.
Yeah.
And
did
then
not see that coming.
Oh man. She became one of my favorite characters immediately, man. They leveled her up to like she went from right here to right here in fucking 10 minutes, dude.
That first season, she's almost like mid-tier, and it was building. Right. But you're right, like all of a sudden she became
like I thought she was just an associate with what's his name, Luthen. You know.
Yeah. Remember on season 1 when she Val comes in and they're showing her and Val, and also like they're facing off against one another. But then at the very end, like you see Val put like the trench coat or the poncho on her, like kind of bring her in. Like you can just see like how much she means. But
respect.
I always like the same thing with like the whole Luthen piece when Cassian takes up for Luthen at the end. He's like, you don't even know.
So
like,
good.
Yeah.
So good.
That's how you it paints a bigger picture of like the leadership of Luthen and how he had to get everybody to buy into this, and you just didn't like even Cassian probably was taking it back. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Luthen systematically built that alliance himself,
I will say I've never thought the last credit would be of Bix with the baby.
Right?
I love it. I thought it was a perfect ending because now like you can actually have Cassian live on. Like,
well, now you know why she left so quickly.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought that was a great idea. It's a really good idea.
But man, that just then what they did when the credits went up and they go watch Andor.
Joe, what about when Admiral Akbar's uncle Radish does?
Radish?
Who's Clea?
Yeah. Radish was awesome, dude.
Like, who's Clea? But I mean, like he wouldn't fucking know. I mean, everything is so secret. Like I was like, that's actually.
But
really
I was talking to Bryan. Like, if you're gonna collect like the figures, you got to have the Galen Erso. Like he's so
the problem
important.
is they don't have the figures.
Yes, they got a Black Series Galen Erso.
Black Series. They don't have binge collection.
I know.
Yeah, they've got
that doesn't make sense.
Dedra Morrow, but they don't. They've got a few, but they do not have
the vintage collection. Yeah, one. Because he's so important. He designed the Death Star. Like that's crazy, man. He's like Oppenheimer, dude.
Dude, that's the best part. Like when they bring them all together, and what is that in the first week? I can't remember if it was like episode 2 or 3 when they got them all, and it almost was like Hitler's Eagle's Nest when they have everybody together. Yeah. These guys are going over the propaganda. There's that one guy who's wearing the same outfit as
from the Death Star.
Jin's
the patch.
Jin's dad. He's got the Death
same
Star patch.
That's
because
the
he had
insignia of the Death Star.
Stardust or whatever. Yeah.
Stardust. Project Stardust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Bro. I was the last 3, like I thought 7, 8, and 9. I was telling Bryan because I think Bryan saw 7, 8, and 9. I said, bro,
hard to top.
10, 11, 12. Like just
Yeah, I haven't seen 10, 11,
last
12
and
yet.
it's like the first series, the last 6 of season 1 were epic. From the the heist, and then
Aldani,
and then
that was the best. Yeah.
And then the prison break, on program.
It definitely feels like the most Star Wars thing that has been made. That it feels like Star Wars, you know what I mean? The look of it, The expanse of it, everything. It feels like Star Wars more than anything else that's come out in the last,
Bro,
15
it
years.
feels
Other
like
than
Tony Gilroy. It feels like Tony Gilroy, in my opinion, is the only one that understands King Star, and that's speaking,
I would say
with
with
as good as
Filoni,
Filoni is, as good as he is, like
I
this
think they're
guy.
different though. I mean, because Filoni is trying to go with the George Lucas Star Wars. I think
Yeah.
Gilroy. I think they're different parties. I think they both get it, but they approach it differently.
I think Gilroy could write you an Obi-Wan series. I think Gilroy could write you a Darth Vader series.
He would be the one actually I would like to see a Darth Vader series from.
Oh man. And you got Hayden there, bro.
Especially like
he
after he
wants to work,
became
bro.
Vader, like that would be really something.
And the love for Hayden now is
Yeah.
just like it's beyond me, because there was so much hate for him for years that the whole Naboo shit and the sand, and
He's gonna be here in a month. You should come up. I got the blanket ready for you.
oh man.
Apparently, Anna was telling me that was like her high school crush.
who?
Oh, Hayden.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen.
So I'm like, well,
Yeah,
so she wants to go meet him. I'm like, well, I want to get some stuff signed.
What's he going to be there for, Nate?
Comic Palooza for a Houston show is not very big. Like it's not like Leg's going to be at Fan Expo, which I think maybe the same weekend, or no, I think he's going to be in Fan Expo like next week. But Houston they don't have like the C2E2 or as big a con as you would expect a city that size to have. It's so they've got him, Mark Teixeira, and that's about it, really.
Derek Newman just said, I just started watching Andor season 1 today. I guess I'll stop and just go fuck myself instead.
Dude,
Hey,
just
there's
wait
the-
until you see the Borg show up on in
The
episode
Borg.
12.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. You're just like, holy crap, dude, bro.
I loved it when Ray showed up halfway through season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the baby, right?
Yeah,
You know who Clea could have been? You know who Clea could have been, Nate? She could have been fucking a young Princess Leia. That's how good it was.
She actually, the look and stuff, like,
Right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I said, man, if they were going to write something for Princess Leia,
yeah,
that would be like her
that was
shit.
her first.
The way she went in there.
That was her
and-
first acting job.
Wow.
She seemed so serious too. I was like, God, I was like, she needs to fucking just like take the fucking
When
foot
she
off
took
the
out the
pedal a minute.
stormtroopers,
I was like,
what
man,
the
she was.
fuck?
I was like, God
Yeah.
damn. I was like, flick your grape a little bit, just calm down. I was like,
Dude,
God,
she was a fucking boss in there.
yeah, dude, she was really good.
Did you guys see the Dr. Afra 1 in 100 that's on FOC? Did you guys see that? There you go.
She's still around?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
God.
cool. I love Afra.
Yeah, I do too.
She's awesome.
Yeah. So it's a
I'd buy
Pacelli.
it.
It's
All
Pacelli.
right.
I think it's a great cover.
Yeah.
I'll buy it. I'm in. All right.
Yeah, I like
What?
it.
Hold on. What does she weigh? How tall is she? Let me just check
Yeah.
the numbers here.
155 parsecs.
Right, all nerdy.
So there's a 1 in 20. This is the 1 in 25 with the trade dress, and the 1 in 100 is without. And I actually kind of like them if they're gonna do it that way.
Oh, the trade's not that bad.
No.
Chaos Agent.
Dr. Afra Chaos Agent #1. Out.
You know,
from
the best part
shadow
is
of
I would
Darth
actually
Vader.
like to know what that, because they've got some meaning on the board. Like, what is she holding? Like, what's it say?
Somebody already understands it. You know,
Yeah.
looked at it like, oh, I know what that means.
She's teaming up with Luke to find some rare artifact, which is super cool. Oh,
That's why you could have a Vader series and have her in there and not even have them on the same screen at all, because like she could be going after something for Vader that he wanted.
Bro, who did that Supergirl? Oh,
this
my
is
goodness.
David Tulaski. Yeah, he did like 3 variants. This one's really good.
Oh, my God. That's
Yeah.
great.
The
1
little
in
girl's like
25.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, 1 in 25. Look at that,
Yeah,
dude.
the mouse ears, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Disney.
got a Superman.
No, not Disney. Not Disney.
I know that's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh wait a minute.
Crossover. First crossover Mickey Mouse in a DC book.
This is gorgeous, bro.
It is cool.
Okay. Final book that I'm going to talk about. Well, not the final one. I'll show this to Joe. This is Chat Zudis 1 in 15 Vampirella. Okay. Final book I want to talk about for F.O.C.
Mama.
Look how fucking good this Spears book is, dude. Spawn 365 Cygor cover.
Jesus.
That's pretty cool.
Who was that look so sad down the corner?
That's a great cover, dude.
Yeah, dude.
God, I can imagine what he would do, like Gorilla Grodd and Flash.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So Spawn 365.
That's gonna be a good book.
Yeah, that's the B cover. Here's the main cover. Yeah, the B cover is it.
I like it.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So that's gonna be a hit. Be on
John's
the
probably
lookout
like,
for
I
that
saw
one.
that cover like 3 years ago.
I saw him drawing it.
John's like, I've got that card.
Mark's all, did you guys hear something outside? Right. John. What was that, George? Bird watching? Right.
There's he's gonna have a couple big weeks coming up because Monsters number 5 and 6 are gonna be Monsters
It's
number
5
5
cards.
Yeah, 5's the one with
Yes.
5's the one with the cards. So that's gonna be hitting May. When is it? Final Order Cutoff is the 14th. So it's already been through Final Order Cutoff.
Right.
So that'll be crazy. And then of course number 6 is gonna be a big.
There's gonna be so many
major.
people that regret not ordering that number 5, bro, with the card.
Especially, it's not just the card too, but remember when he was saying about if you go through Keen Spot to get like the issue like number the E cover. He's like, because you had to go through Diamond to get some of the other cover. He's like, I don't think people are going to do it or they'll get damaged. So he talked about like he'd try and help people to get Keen Spot for whatever that cover was.
Brian, if you're gonna tell me that this is a glow in the dark, bro,
dude, that's the one that looks like Iron Maiden cover. It looks just like Eddie from like Power Slave.
This is so good.
Yeah,
dude, this is
awesome.
fucking sick.
I think that that skull cover comes out this upcoming Wednesday.
Yep. Look how good.
That's the number 1 5th print.
Hell. Look at this.
Dude, I ordered like a dozen. That Vampirella, they made a metal cover of that.
Get out of here, for real?
Yeah, I ordered like 8 of them or 10. I don't know. I lost count. Yep, that's it right there.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's great.
Man.
I wish it wasn't colorblind.
And
It
then
feels
the
like I'm
witch,
missing it.
the witch is 1 out of I think 100.
50
It's a 1 in 50 incentive foil.
Yeah.
Which is so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Right.
like the workers at Marvel. Yeah, we ain't got any work over here for you, man. Keep trying.
Hey John,
Yeah.
when Mark was doing this, did he have pictures of Joe's mother-in-law?
Dude, that witch is too pretty, dude.
Yo, believe it or not, there's a crazy twist to that character, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But there is that witch. There's a real funny twist about it, but I'm not going to spoil it. So
Yeah, bro.
pretty cool though.
All right, gents, I gotta blaze. Love you guys, man. You guys are awesome, man.
Later,
If
Hood.
you guys need anything, let me know. I'll see you. Y'all take
All right.
care.
Later, brother.
Brian, I got to go too. I have a comic show in the morning.
Have
So,
fun.
Hey, I
brother.
love that Nick's
where's
hat.
it at? Where's your show at?
Route 110 in Long Island. It's every third Sunday of the month.
Is that
Awesome.
toward Rockaway or is that?
No, that's Long Island. That's Long Island. So, if you guys want to check it out or just see what the pictures they post of the show, he's on Instagram, Route 110. So,
All right, brother. Have good luck.
All right.
Enjoy it. We'll talk to you
See you,
soon.
John.
Later,
Good night,
brother.
everybody.
Later.
You guys, nice and easy show tonight,
Hey,
man.
we scared everyone away.
I was about to say, Clutch is like, oh goddamn, I've got
I
the
come
fucking
on this
scarecrow.
thing,
He's
Billy
like,
bounces off, then Hood's got to go.
I was waiting for somebody to be like,
what?
dude, you got something come out of your head?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna do it to him since it'll be 2 weeks in a row. I get to get Clutch on Drama Alert.
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your coming up with drama, because these dudes, goofy ass dudes.
Into the into the into the
But let's get down to business.
All right, nice and easy this week. Easy comic book drama. I saw this. This was from good old Sean Hudachko over at Comics Elite. He says, hold on, who we got? Oh, look at that. James jumping in right at Drama Alert. Look at that. What's going on, brother?
There he is.
This is a post to all exhibitors at, I guess, a Fan Expo. Where is this? Fan Expo, Pennsylvania, I guess. The Convention Center management has notified us that multiple exhibitors are using a battery pack at their booths. Unfortunately, the Pennsylvania Convention Center prohibits the use of battery packs on site. Please discontinue the use of battery packs at the Convention Center. Management will be continually patrolling and enforcing this throughout the weekend. Have you ever heard that before? Is that a normal thing?
That's crazy. I've never heard that.
No more vibrators, I guess.
I guess they're worried that the battery packs will burn and they're hard to put out. Like, what is the reason for this? I don't understand this. If anybody
how many people
knows,
you actually ever know go to Pennsylvania?
Well, there's a lot of people out there. It's a really long state, I hear.
Well, I would tell you, it is like I went from Binghamton, from like New York. We had to go all the way across to Pittsburgh for a 12 o'clock game.
6 hours.
And I can tell you, I'm never doing that again. And they're very tight with their speed limits. Besides Yingling, there's no reason to go to that state.
Comics Journey says they do it so you have to pay them to rent to use their outlets. I have heard that before. I have heard that.
On, really?
Their local shows do that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's the GDP of Pennsylvania.
If anybody knows any more about that, let us know below. We do got to call this guy out though at the Timberwolves game. Did you see this?
No way.
Doing cocaine on live TV. On live TV, you guys.
Oh my god, it's so dirty.
Wow.
Wow, dude, bro.
God.
I mean, it's Minnesota. There's snow all day, man.
Dude, how unlucky. How
is
unlucky.
that snow job? I mean, I when he's undressed, I don't recognize. He's got a beard just like the character.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow. Oh my.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
James, love that hat, pal.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, Bucky's. All right, so I guess there is. Have you been hearing about this thing that's going on with Topps, where there was 2 Spider-Gwen 101s pulled out of the new set that they put out? Do you guys hear about this?
Is one like Gwen Stacy alive and one dead?
It's the same card, and there was 101s of it. And
is it kind of like the Dak Prescott? Remember when they had that? Like they both had like the 4 out of 5s.
Yep, totally like that. So, let me see if I can find this. 2 Spider Gwen. What is the new set called? 101. Like it's called Marvel Topps.
You guys may know about this, but I did not realize they have Pokemon machines at Kroger's. Like vending machines. And you can get blasters and packs.
I've seen those all over.
I have never seen anything like that. And I walked in to get some beer, and I was like, I just walked in. I was like, Alex will probably want some. So I just went and grabbed a couple boxes, and that was
Bro.
it. I was like, wow.
That sounds all crazy and everything because people fight over that shit. Check this shit out. Watch this. All right, here we go.
I think most people here are a little like they're just trying not to go to heaven. They don't have much time left, so I don't think they know about it. Oh, Lord.
Kroger employees called the cop on scalpers for resetting the purchase limit in those machines.
Wow.
They would just unplug them. Yeah. And so they called the cops on them.
Wait, unplug them and plug them back in? That's amazing.
To reset the purchase limit. Yeah.
I used to do that on my pinball machine when people were beating me.
Yeah. A viral video.
Tilt. Unplug.
A viral video found on TikTok shows an employee called the police on a scalper who allegedly bypassed the purchase limit for Pokemon products by unplugging and replugging the Pokemon vending machine multiple times to make repeated transactions.
I literally just got a text from a guy who says, next time you go to Kroger, let me know.
Well, so that's crazy, right? Well, check this out. This is at Target the other day.
Local store. I live right next to
Good. You act like we are all local. Hi. So this man ended up taking product when we were all waiting in line, and now he feels like he can cut everyone and take it, and we're all assed out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not part of their little thing.
It doesn't matter. That's not fair. You can't take product from us.
They weren't there. I walked through. There was no line.
There was a line.
There was a line. There's been a line all
There
day.
wasn't a line when I was here.
There's been a line there.
All right. Whoa, sorry.
No,
Do you see this shit?
Launches him, throws a fucking tantrum in the middle of Target because he can't get his kids' Pokemon cards. You're right, CJ. Pokemon people scare me, bro. They do. That one of those boxes hit a dude right in the head. Did
it really?
Yep. Tagged a dude in the head. So, I mean, if you were just standing in line at Target and a freaking Pokemon box came flying out of nowhere and tagged you in the head, I wouldn't just pick it up and hand it to the Target employee for sure.
Honestly, this is when I would actually try and get between you and Clutch and Leg and be like, I got my tackles and center, and I would just
start hurling insults.
No, just like you just run over fucking people. It was just it's about grading people down.
Yeah,
that's
the crazy thing is all this too. We're in that weird spot where it's like people are just looking for the quick flip on anything, and I've just got that weird like mystique to it that you can spend $40 and make $60 pretty quickly, but it's just like I don't know why that drives people fucking bananas. Like it's crazy.
I was told too about before the prismatic evolution stuff that the Pokemon stuff it wasn't as crazy as it was until that hit. Because there was something you could get, but before, like it wasn't like people were just going nuts for like every release. You could actually get packs, cards, and then that blew it up, and now just everyone's kind of chaos over it.
Well, I got one for you. How about this? Everybody's gonna be loving the new Cam Ward autos all this year.
They are fucking trash,
really?
Unbelievable. It's awful.
Hey, that's my card. What's up, dude? Clutch
time.
Look at that autograph, though, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, looks great.
God, that is terrible.
I mean, like, would you pay? I mean, what would you pay for that?
Nothing. I would, even if I was a Cam Ward super fan, I would not buy that card. Yep. Because I feel like he's just kind of laughing at people that want his autograph. Or he can't write. I don't know. I mean,
it's also, it's one of the things like I feel like there is, there should be some sort of like signature training for people. Like before you come in, you're like, hey, we're gonna sit you down with a calligrapher or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's create your brand, your mark, and do it like. And I think a lot of people probably do pull that trigger and do that, but this is weak sauce, man. Weak.
It's awful. And I get like you probably have to sign like so much, but that's probably one of the problems.
You mean like
sign
this
much? Sign less and then actually make a signature that people can actually recognize.
Maynard James.
I don't
Keenan.
want that shit.
Look at all these posters. These are all the posters that Tool signed. Look at Maynard just being a dick about it.
That's your guy.
Writing a scribble on it. Look at all those, bro. That's like a Mark Spears signing right there.
Yeah.
Look at those, bro. Jesus, dude. There's like 6
Actually,
tables.
I'll tell you, dude, like I don't hate this, you know.
I don't
Because
either.
you know, have you ever seen like the video of like there's a video of John Cena just signing the stack of 1,000 things. It's like at some point where they've done it so much, like it is like they don't even have to like look at it, they just know what they're doing, and just like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I think there's a little bit too, and this could be just dating myself, that they don't do cursive anymore. They don't teach cursive, so that way, like the penmanship, like signing your name, because that was a big thing. Like Mickey Mantle, Al Kaline, Harmon Killebrew, like they all write in cursive, and you can easily distinguish their autographs. They look clean. I've always printed mine, but my parents, like just like, I don't know. I think there's a little bit difference in generation. Like with, if you don't teach cursive, maybe there's something they don't know exactly kind of how to sign to clutch his point a little bit.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, totally. Okay, I was hoping Hood was going to be here for this one, but this one blew me away. Shout out to Matrix Comics who put this out. I'm so mad. How the fuck is this a 9.8? This is a Gore Shriek 9.8 that I guess he bought. And look at this. Look at the corners, the spine ticks. Look at that.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Oh, on such
I feel
a
like
great
that may
book.
have been a swap. That's got to be.
That's the first thing I thought, Clutch, that somebody swapped it. I would be looking to see if there's any, breaks in the case or something. It looks like a swap to me.
Yeah, it feels off.
Yep. Yeah, and we'll see if anybody says that.
Because there's no way that. I mean, what can you see the? I guess can you see the? Can we see the
number?
Number?
45746 15009.
Oh God. I don't have the thing.
Tell me when you got it and I'll read it.
What was it again?
It's
there you go.
45746 15009. Ghost Zapper says, I've seen that on many 9.8s recently. It's getting more lenient. There's Hood. Look, it's like a hook.
It's the one on CGC's. Like it's got photos on CGC, and it's the same photos.
Oh,
is it really? Wow.
So if you look at the bottom corner, you see the shard of plastic
right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Underneath it.
Yep, right there.
So that slab was cracked open and swapped out.
What is the?
It's on CGC's scans though. The scans that CGC has on their website, it's the same.
Good Lord.
Yeah, you can zoom in and still see the corners are fucked. You can see all the spine ticks and everything too on the CGC scans.
Share your screen there.
Wow.
Yeah, let me see if I remember how.
Or just send me the link.
If that's
private
on the
chat.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
Share screen.
How old was that grade?
That's a great question. How long ago was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question. We're gonna have to see here in a second.
I mean, so wait, so this guy bought this?
Let's see what he says here.
So, grade date was April 22nd of this year.
That says recent. Wow.
Good Lord.
Oh, bro. That's
maybe
hard.
they dropped it and said, give him a fucking 9.8 or else we're going to hear about it.
It's probably the back cover that has the spine damage. But that bottom left corner is harsh.
Well, the spine, there's right below the green
Oh,
spine,
yeah.
there's that one in the top right corner.
I mean, it doesn't look as bad on the scan here, but that photo makes it look pretty bad.
It says here
the piece of plastic in there, dude. Yeah. They dropped that fucking thing, dude.
he didn't buy the book, but somebody is currently selling it.
Okay.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would sell it too, but not as a 9.8.
Wow, dude. That's rough. It's such an iconic book, though.
I'm sure if you sent that to CGC, they would ask for it back.
Yes, you're right. I agree with you on that, Hood.
It clearly was mislabeled. It was supposed to be labeled a 6.8.
Oh my god! I don't know if that corner is a known defect though, CJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's just crazy. I just got back from Florida on Friday with my submissions from CGC.
Oh yeah, you drove down.
600 books.
The drive, right?
Dude, I got bent over on grades.
Oh,
it was bad. I have a lot of 9.2s that should be 9.8s. It's pretty insane.
Ouch.
But luckily, none of the weirdest thing about it was all the books I submitted for my customers, like 9.8s across the board. All the books I submitted for extra inventory or for myself were like, I ended up with like 50 something sub 9.8 grades.
Wow.
Which is I never, like, it's usually like 1 out of every 40 books. I'm off on the grade, but.
Well, you think that's bad. How about the card world? Check this out. You're going to love this.
Rocked it and sold a Jordan 86 Fair Rookie PSA 10 for a whopping $348,000. Incredible sale, considering these are typically trading in around the $200,000 range. Now, why did it sell higher? Because they gave it a MBA, which stands for Mike Baker Authenticated, gave it a top 5%. So in their opinion, this is one of the nicest Jordan rookies in the world, in their opinion. Now let's take a closer look, okay? Now, I am somebody who has owned or traded over 50 Jordan rookies. Now look at the white on the blue and look at that bottom corner. Now, do you think that this is one of the top Jordan rookies in the world? I don't think so. Let me know your opinion in the comments field.
That's crazy.
If I've only seen 2 or 3 of them and I'm the one putting in that fake ass gold diamond. Is that Mike Baker who does that scam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a crock of shit that is. But hey, let me tell you something. Michael Jordan couldn't happen to a better fucking guy.
Well,
What a piece of
speaking to
shit.
Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan rookies, look at this. Shout out to our boy Emmett at Haven for Heroes. Look what walked into his store today.
Oh wow, man! You get the whole set.
Just wait.
Oh wow!
Look how nice that thing is. It's got the typical
north to south, which is always.
Yep. But it looks beautiful, and
Those
the
clean
rookie
corners.
sticker.
That's honestly, the stickers are the ones that are almost impossible to get like clean because they're always left to right.
The entire set, Nate.
Man,
that's so killer.
It is killer.
Jesus. That's the.
He is the remember, he is the Michael Jordan of shitty owners. Thank you, Charlotte.
Yeah. This is the reason.
Who again lost the lottery as usual.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the reason, though, that you own a brick and mortar store, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is the reason. That is a big freaking walk-in right there.
Especially in the South, because there are a lot of
Old
there's a
school.
lot of that.
Yeah. Man, dude, that would be amazing to have that walk in. I'd be like, you kidding me?
I remember when we sold those sets in the shop I worked at when I was in high school. That set was $500, which was it was a lot of money. And we sold to a guy named Flip Vineyard. He owned I think like 6 or 7 McDonald's. because the Jordan was basically we valued at 300, 350, and everybody else was 1 to 150.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
If you could only go back in time, I wish that was possible, but it ain't. Ladies and gentlemen, let's let Diamond Dave reel us back in.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
It always kills me, dude.
It's classic, dude. Look at Kilted Corgi. He has a comment. I can smell that binder. Totally, dude. Totally. Dude, when I was looking at it, I could smell it too. It's weird how nostalgia does that. It makes your senses dude, I read grommets when I waited to read grommets, okay, until I got them in. And I was sitting there reading it, and I could smell summer growing up in Phoenix. Like the way we would do it in Phoenix when we were kids is during the summer, it was so hot. You would stay up all night and you would sleep during the day as kids. So we would stay up all night, like doing whatever, skating, playing basketball, fucking around, BMX, ditch 'em things around the neighborhood. And then wait till the sun come up so we could go down to the junior high school right down the street, and they had a perfect baseball field that you could hit dingers out and go over a fence as a little kid. And so we would wait until the sun was just coming up at like 4 a.m. and we would take 50 baseballs in a bucket down to the field and we would hit dingers all morning, and we'd go back home and pass out. And
awesome.
I could smell the fresh cut grass. I could smell the hot blacktop at the 7-Eleven, when we used to go to the 7-Eleven. You could smell the hot blacktop because it's bubbling, because it's so hot. Like, it was pure, and nostalgia does that to you. It makes you smell that, whatever that memory is of that. It's fucking amazing. I do that with music too. Like there's certain songs where like I'll smell a certain perfume if you play a Cure song. You know what I mean? I'll smell the weirdest shit. I'll get the taste of drugs in my mouth when I used to be when I would hear songs that I would listen to when I was in my drug addict phase. I could get the taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like there was something to be said about those synapses and how our brain works and how it instantly like reconnects those senses. You get the taste too. It's weird. Anyways. Yeah. That's Sandlot type memories. Hell yeah. And it's funny you say that. There was a chow that always would get loose in my neighborhood and chase our asses on the bicycles like in Friday, man. You know what I mean? We would be screaming, dude. So Brett Hess Art says, I know exactly what you're talking about, Brian. Hell yeah. Core memories. Yep. Timothy Brandt. Yeah. Dude.
The crazy part, it didn't have to be like kids. Like when you're talking about it, I remember when like Civil War, like, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 weren't out, but Civil War, you could buy the single for the tape because you're trying. I wanted You Could Be Mine.
Yeah.
Because You Could Be Mine was out for the Terminator 2, and they had Civil War on the other side and buying the tape. And I still remember like driving around all Christmas long with Brandon in his mom's Jeep, and we just like all the time and we would never even listen to like Civil War until you'd flip over and get like halfway through, like, no, You Could Be Mine. Dude,
I see Garbage Pail Kid cards and I can instantly smell the bubble gum.
Gum. Oh, yeah.
It's like
gum,
I see that those packages or the cards, I see that the pink, I can instantly smell the bubble gum. It's fucking
That's why I remember Spears when he was on here. I was like, are you going to put the gum in the package? Because he was talking about how authentic he wanted to have it. I was like, the thing is, you can't put it in plastic. Like, you got to put the gum.
He did that, and for his Series 1 packs, he said he put gum in them, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so awesome.
I don't know if anybody has any Series 1 unopened Spear stuff. That shit probably
John would.
John might, yeah.
You know, the funny part is, let me ask you, would if you had like a wax stain on one of those cards, I feel like it'd almost be worth more now. When we were kids, you know,
oh yeah,
like,
totally,
God,
totally. Well,
do
you can
not
get
want
those
that.
wax stains off so easy nowadays with like the Kurt's Card Care stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
I don't think I want them off though. If I,
yeah. Okay. Before we call it a night, you guys, big shout out to the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs for tying it up against the champs. And let's fucking
Austin
go.
Matthews came
Oh my
up
God.
big.
Dude. So we're still rooting for an Edmonton-Toronto Cup. That's what we want to see.
And Winnipeg just to get in there. Yeah.
You know, listen, I would rather see Edmonton play Winnipeg than Edmonton play Dallas because fucking Dallas is.
Did Dallas win tonight? I didn't see the score.
I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna go watch it after the game.
All right.
You guys got any pickups? Any pickups? Pickup. Oh.
I think.
All right. Let's get into it.
There's
you guys
one
do
place to
pickups?
look.
Sure.
This is,
There we go.
This is from C2E2.
Oh, CGC. Got a bunch
Careful
of
when
CGC.
opening.
James got CGC too.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, this is from my Sajad Shah show.
Oh hell yeah, G.I. Joe. Got sketches.
These are dope.
Beautiful.
9.9.
Ooh, that's money.
Sajad variant we did. Also a 9.9 of the foil, which is tight.
Damn.
Some double 9.9s.
9.9s. Yeah.
Do you poo?
Jordans.
Oh, the Air Jordans.
Jordans
That's a big book.
3 remarked here.
Yeah, that's a big book.
That one's tight.
What do you think of those packs now that they've been doing for a while?
I hate that. I kind of like them.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of
I
people
hated
say
them.
they
I
like
hated
them.
them at first for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, these are terrible. But a little.
Ooh, nice.
Cobra Commander
Oh
remark.
yeah, look at that. That's awesome.
That was good.
He does great fucking remarks
then
and sketches.
These.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh Lord.
And all these are all from the eBay live that I did with Sajad. So
That's awesome. So they were able to get them graded.
yeah.
That's dope. All right, James, you're up, brother.
All right. So I got like 600 books back, but we're not going to go through 600 books. So I'll show you the stuff that's going in the PC. So all new Wolverine 1, the Art Adams. No, that's not the
Nice.
Art Adams. That's the Fried Pie
Fried
variant.
pie. Yeah.
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 Signed by Knock. The War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas 298 signed. I keep buying and selling these ones. I'm gonna keep this one finally. It's the
That's a great run. Agent.
I always
War of
thought those were the
Realms.
ones that at some point they'll pop.
Yeah, first Swordmaster. All new Wolverine 1. There's the Art Adams. 9.6 though. I have 2 more that I'm gonna get signed at Heroes. Hopefully I'll get a 9.8 out of one of them. The Twig Ashcan. Signed by
that's great.
Scotty.
Yeah, that's a good story. I love that. I like that book.
The Ice Cream Man cover B, Ice Cream Man 1.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's
9.6.
sweet.
God,
I picked this up actually. I was looking at Martin Morazzo's art at MegaCon. No, was it MegaCon? Might have been New York. It was New York. I was looking at his art at his table, and he had that sitting on his table. So I ended up buying it from him and just had him sign it for me. Ended up buying a couple of interior pages too, but I was more happy about that. The Matrix. This is the
Movie
preview
book.
action.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Recalled. Jeff Dara was at New York as well, and so I scrambled to grab that. I had it stashed away somewhere, but I scrambled to grab it so I could get him to sign it.
Nice.
Pro
The
One.
black cover looks great.
The Pro One double signed Connor and Palmiotti.
Sweet.
Those are all the small books. The big ones were my DOT 1 in 50 double signed 9/8.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which I'm not selling this one. I've gone through 5 of these now. I keep getting them signed and selling them. I decided I'm done doing that. I'm keeping that one. And then the 1 in 100 triple signed.
I love
9/8.
that book. I think it's such a great cover.
And Jonathan actually sold that one to me in a blue label for a very, very, very good price. And so I cracked it and got it signed. And then this, I wish this was for me. There's a story behind this, but it's the 6/6.
Dude, that's the hardest one to get.
So I got that. You guys will never guess how much I paid for it. I was following one on eBay, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But the guy had it listed for like $1,900, which actually isn't a bad price right now for that book. And he sent me a offer for $1,100. And I've never logged on to eBay and bought something so fast in my entire life.
Oh wow.
But that's a customer's because here's a drama report outside of the drama. We submitted one of those for a customer over a year ago. And at the time we were close with Jenny Frizen's then manager. He's not our manager anymore. We submitted that and a few other books with him, and he's like, yeah, I'll take care of these, because we were super friendly with him. And he's like, I'll take care of these and get them to you guys. He stole them, and then he quit working for Jenny.
No
and
way.
became,
asshole.
Yeah, totally couldn't find him anywhere. But it was a customer's, and our customer, the nicest guy on the planet, it's like, I know you guys, I know you'll make it right. I know it's going to be hard to do. I trust you. And so finally this last week I was able to send him an email and be like, dude, I finally fucking got it. So, and he was super happy, and he wanted to get it signed. He's like, I was for sure he was going to be like, yeah, just send me the blue label. I'm done with this bullshit. But he's like, can you take it to New York and get it signed?
Oh, wow.
I'm like, yep, I'll get it done.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So
That's
very,
huge.
very happy. That was like the greatest thing that's happened in a while. I was super, super excited about it. And $1,100. I mean, shit.
How many cars did you have go to Florida to get all his books?
One minivan with no seats in it. And we filled it. And that wasn't even all the books. That was just all they had ready for me. I have another 150 books down there.
I think that everybody that sells comics, and especially retailers, they've had a moment where something like that's happened. Whether you've lost a book, you sent the book to the wrong person, and it never shows back up, and you know, you have customers that have bought with you and you know, understand that, and you know, we all go through that at some point where you're like, hey man, I accidentally sent your book to somebody else. I'll make it up to you, you know, somehow, you know, eventually. And when the moments happen like that, that's very important for that relationship. So good on you for doing that.
Yeah, we came close on getting one at C2E2 last year. Jenny had one at her booth, and it was a 9.6, which in all fairness, the one the guy gave us was a 9.6. So we're like, okay, can we get, and she knew the whole deal. She knew everything that happened. And we're like, you know, really interested in getting this one from you. I think she had it at like 1,250, which wasn't bad for a signed 9.6. And she's like, yeah, we can do that. And so she set it aside, and her husband ended up putting it back up in the box, not realizing that she set it aside for us, and it sold. And so she was like, well, I think I might have one or two more at home. When we get home from the convention, I'll take a look. I'll see if I've got any more. And she was super sweet about it. Got home, and she's like, I have one left, and it's pretty damaged. She's like, it's pretty beat up. So she tried to help us out every chance she got. But yeah, so it took forever. Yeah, like a year and a half. I want to
But
say.
you got
Oh God,
one.
it might almost be like 2 years. We've been trying to hunt this thing down now.
Yeah. When you showed up.
All right, Nate. I see something behind you, man. That
No, I showed that last week. You know,
I know, but I got to see it. So move out of the way a little bit. For those of you guys that don't know, this is the scare glow that Nate showed last
So
week.
crazy.
It is so good. And I had so many people reach out to me showing me that they got theirs too. So many people order this. Look how crazy that is. Oh my God. On the fucking horse. Oh,
so crazy.
That looks so good. Damn. Especially on top of a aircraft
And
carrier
the
box.
wings glow. So when I leave the room, he glows, and so does Scare Glow.
That's so cool.
Look at that Zartan right next to it, too. Nate, you got all the fucking goodies, dude. Look
So Brian, I remember last week we talked about it. I was thinking about we tried it. I was going to hang it. I was like, man, this thing is heavy. It's not gonna. And I went through it. I was at Home Depot this morning and last week. I was like, I don't think it's gonna hang. I was like, I think you had to build a shelf and actually put it above like where that is, and just let it stand there. I was like, it's too heavy. I'm like,
That's
especially when you put the wings out. I'm like, it's heavier. But I did get some pickups. I got some Coors Light, some banquets, and I got some fancy ones. They're not Coors Light, so I was like, I don't know as much about those. But there you go.
Pickups. You gotta love it. So my only pickups were shout out to Big Clutch and Big Leg and the guys for making this possible. I got my grommets books, so we'll have them available tomorrow on the eBay live sale.
Dude, go.
Yeah, and they'll also be on my new webpage that I'll be debuting later this week. Yeah, so it's going to be cool because we'll be able to make these available in the YouTube descriptions below, I believe, too. So they will be, yep. So it's going to be dope.
I did want to show one more thing. I forgot about these.
Let's see it.
The leathers for my exclusive came in.
Oh,
bro. Oh, those look
cool.
Good.
Badass.
How many are there?
The back cover too. We did 20.
They look good, James. Yeah. I mean, really good.
And then the medals came in too, and we did 3D medals, and they came out so much. The stitching in between the because of the 3D medals, the stitching in between the skin, you can actually feel the stitches. It's fucking crazy.
Well, it's funny, James, because I got this picture sent to me from viewer JSS Brooklyn, and he wanted to say, I got the book. Look how good that looks, dude. Signed. That's dope, dude. So shout out to JSS Brooklyn.
It's a great looking book. I mean, it really is.
It is. It's really good, dude. You should be proud of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should be really proud of that. So that was very cool. That was very cool. All right, I want to end the show with something really cool that I saw on Facebook. Let me go ahead and do this. Let's get rid of that. Why is it doing this? Log in. Okay, here we go. This is from 2020 when a forgotten Kenner factory in Chile was filled floor to ceiling with thousands of unopened Mask and Sky Commander toy cartons. Look at this. Look at that. All Mask. Look at this. Original.
Wait, what is that?
Original toys from Mask from the 80s from Kenner.
Yeah.
This is in Chile.
Chile find.
Yep.
It's it looks like Series 3 with the mana.
Look at this. Floor to ceiling. Look at all these. Original Mask and Sky Commander toys. The Manta,
Firefly.
the Bullet, Meteor,
Yeah,
Firefly,
series, yeah.
Iguana.
2 and 3.
Yep. How crazy is that, dude?
It's pretty crazy. You see these pop up everywhere, like at shows and stuff. Like people went, I mean, they went ham and got just they're everywhere. They're pretty plentiful now, which sucks. But
It does suck, but still cool that if you maybe you could buy
Oh,
one
yeah.
for cheap, you know. Yeah,
I'd
bring the
imagine seeing
boat. We're heading to Kenner Factory. That's totally right, K. That's crazy, brother. So good shit. Lots of water damage, yeah, I imagine. Holy shit. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night. eBay Live. The link is below in the description. It will also be all over my socials and on the link tree in the bio. We'll see you guys there. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Make sure you give all these guys a follow. Adios.